everybody, it's Miss Marie, and today in Storytime we are going to be reading The Tiny Seed, written and illustrated by Carle, and Plant the Tiny Seed, written and illustrated by Christy Matheson. Both of these are wonderful stories for springtime that explain to us how seeds get moved around, how they grow, what we can do to help them grow, and how we can start our own garden. And if you have picked up a craft kit from the library, we are also going to be making a pinwheel at the end. So enjoy. All right, everybody, I am going to be reading to you today. Our first story is Carle, The Tiny Seed. And you can see all these great colors here kind of remind me of seeds just blowing all around. You never know what's going to land where and what's going to grow. That's part of one of the things I love about gardening, is that it helps you to believe in yourself that you can make something grow. It helps you to believe in nature, that if you let nature take its course, things will grow. And it teaches you that sometimes things don't grow. Maybe they don't like the location where you put them, or maybe something eats them, or maybe they just don't thrive and you have to try something new. So it teaches you to not get too disappointed and to keep trying, which I love. And that's kind of what happens in this book, The Tiny Seed. All right, and this is published by Simon & Schuster. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than all of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they going? We're starting in fall in this book. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes, too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. There's that tiny seed. And the others are moving. That one got burned by the sun. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Do you see it? Way behind the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. There it is, just barely above the water. One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. There it is. The wind is blowing it. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird cannot see it. Oh, there it is. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as though they are going to sleep on the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse, who also lives in the ground, eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. I see it though. Now it is spring, just like for us today, right? After a few months in the snow that has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full that they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight away and the rain away from one of the small new plants. And that plant can't live anymore. You see that? This weed is too big. It blocks out the sun. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry, hurry, little seed. But finally, it starts to grow into a plant. Let's see, which one is the tiny seed? Oh, there it is, right in the middle. Got these two bigger ones and then this little tiny one. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along. Oh no, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. That happens. Like I said, it's all part of nature. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? There are footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. The hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Someone is picking the flower, but not the tiny seed because it hasn't even gotten the flower yet. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. Aw, well, that was sweet. Now it is summer. The tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. Oh my goodness. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower that they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. So sometimes from the tiniest seed, the biggest flower can come out, right? All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. That is really beautiful. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries red and yellow leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower seed pod opens. Out come tiny seeds that quickly sail far away onto the wind. Just like in the beginning of the story, right? And that is the end. It ended just like it began, with the seeds blowing out across the world, finding places to land and grow a new flower, which is again why I love gardening, because something dies and it ends the season, and then the next season something comes back new. And it's always kind of a surprise too, which is really fun. So I enjoy gardening, I enjoy flowers, and I hope you enjoyed this book. Now, I have a story to tell you on the board. This story is a draw and tell story. Oh, let me find my marker. Here it is. And this story is called Something Special. Now, I bet a lot of you have grandma or grandpa or aunt or uncle, somebody special that you would like to give something special to for their birthday, right? Well, that's what my story is all about. It's about a boy called Andrew. And Andrew had been saving his money to buy something special for his grandma for her birthday. His sister had already made her a cake with sprinkles. You see the cake with sprinkles? Very nice. And his cousin Tom had brought her a bracelet. You see the bracelet on there? Oops, here, let me turn this down so you can see that. There we go. His cousin Sue had made her a hat on the knitting loom. It was always kind of rounded shaped. There you go. And his parents had bought her a package of very pretty lace handkerchiefs with a nice design on them. You see this lacy design right there. So Andrew, he hadn't saved enough money to buy any of those things, and he didn't know how to knit or bake, so what could he give his dear grandma? Well, he wandered down the street, and he started looking into the windows in the shops. You see that? Very good. When he looked inside one window at the jewelry store, he saw a beautiful necklace, but he couldn't afford that. So he wandered back across the street to the other side of the street, and he looked into another store window and he saw a cupcake. But his sister had already made him his grandma a cake. So he didn't think she'd want a cupcake and a cake. That's a lot of cake, even on your birthday. Well, he was getting very sad when he walked across to another store, the flower shop. And when he looked in the window, he saw the perfect gift for his grandma. There it is. Happy birthday to his grandma. It was something very special and something that she loved. Do you know what it is? A flower. Those always make nice presents, I think. Good job, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that story. A little draw and tell story. I actually wrote that one myself. So I hope you like that. And I drew, well, obviously I'm not the best artist, but I do enjoy drawing my flowers sometimes. Are you ready to hear another nice book? I'm just erasing my board now so we have it clean for something else later. I have another really nice book. Now this book, you're gonna have to help me with a little bit. This one is called Plant the Tiny Seed, and it's written and illustrated by Christy Matheson. And it is published by HarperCollins Green Willow Books. And this book is really fun because I need your help to tell the story. Plant the Tiny Seed. You ready? Oh, there's a watering can and a packet of seeds. It says zinnia seeds on there and a butterfly. There is magic in this tiny seed. Press it down and count to 3. Can you press it down with me? 1, 2, 3. Plant another one, then more. Press them down and count to 4. Are you ready? Let's count to 4 together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see a ladybug. Wiggle your fingers to add some water. Can you help me water the seeds? That's enough. Next, rub the sun to make it hotter. Can you rub the sun with me? Rub the sun to make it hotter. Oh yeah, that's definitely warmer now. Oh, what's going on down here? Do you see? I see little sprouts. Tap the cloud. Can you tap the cloud with me? And wish for rain. Oh, let's wish for rain. Maybe we should close our eyes. Okay. All right, let's open it. There comes the rain. Can you clap to bring out the sun again? Can you make the sun come back? Clap your hands really loud. Ah. Find the worm. Look for its tail. Do you see a worm on this page? Let's see. Shoo away the hungry snail. Go away, hungry snail. You can't eat our flowers. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Tell the little bug, good night. You see the ladybug? Good night, little bug. Guess what you'll see in the morning light? I don't know. Those flowers are still growing. Oh, wow. Now point to the purple flower. Do you see the purple flower? Oh, and I see bzzz, a bee. Bzzz, tap the cloud again. Do we need more rain? Oh yeah, it's another rain shower. That's good for the flowers, right? April showers bring May flowers. That's the rhyme. Let's see. And those flowers are opening up. Touch the blossoms gently, please. Pink, purple, orange. Oh, and I see a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are pollinators like bees. They help spread the pollen of the seeds. Ooh, now jiggle the plants and scatter the seeds. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. We're scattering them. The purple flower needs a clip. Swipe across the stem. Snip, snip. Oh yeah, because it's done now. All the petals are coming off, so we can cut that one. Cut. Maybe we'll cut it up here. Let's see. Close your eyes. Wave your hands in the air. Oh, look. There's magic everywhere. Look at all the animals and insects that help to pollinate the flowers. That means to spread the seeds of the flowers. We've got butterflies, bees, and hummingbirds. Those are all pollinators. They will help spread those seeds, and the wind will help too. And also, when you cut the flowers, sometimes more flowers can come out. So that's something that has to be done. And on the back, it's how to plant your own tiny seeds. And it tells you some of the easiest plants to grow from seeds are peas, beans, and zinnias. And zinnias are the flowers that were in this book. Do you remember? Good job. That was really fun. I like that book a lot. And there are other books by this author that you get to help tell the story along with me, which is really fun. All right. Now, do you remember what happened in the story? First, we had some seeds. Do you see those seeds down there in the earth? Right? And we added water and some sunshine. We needed some sunshine, and then what happened? The seed put out a tiny little root. Look at that. I'm going to move these over so we can see what happens next. Do you remember what happened after the root went down? Well, then it puts up a shoot, which goes above the dirt, right? Reaching for the sun and the water and the air. And once it's got a shoot, it develops a bud. It could be a flower. It could be from fruit or vegetable. What kind of a bud do you think that is? Are you ready to see? It's a sunflower. The bud opens up in the warmth of the sun and it turns into a flower, in this case a sunflower, and that's a sunflower seed. You can probably see that now better. Then what happens after it's been around for a while, right? It starts to dry up and the seeds fall. And this would be our fall picture. And also what happens, sometimes the seeds get scattered by the animals or the wind. So you never know where they're going to grow exactly, but some will grow right near where it was before. Pretty neat, huh? So we went from seed to root to shoot to bud to flower and then to the seeds falling all over again. So it kind of goes all the way back to the beginning again. All right. Nice, you did a great job learning about seeds. And do you remember some of the animals we said that spread the seeds? What were some of the animals? Birds, yes, of course. Squirrels can help sometimes too if they don't eat them all. But remember we said there were special animals, hummingbirds, bees, butterflies. What kind of animals are those? They're called pollinators, right? They take the pollen from the plant, which is sometimes the seeds, and they spread it around, which makes a lot of more flowers, a lot of new flowers. It helps to make plants that you could eat too, like cucumbers, peas, ooh, all the delicious things you might want to grow in your garden if you have enough sunshine out there. So how about we do a few garden rhymes? Are you ready? These are some of my favorites. I love springtime. I love garden rhymes. So the first one is called This Is My Garden. Can you make a little garden in your hand like this? This is my garden. Now take your other hand and rake it. I rake it with care. Good. And then some flower seeds I plant in there. The sun will shine and the rain will fall and my garden will blossom and grow straight and tall. Oh, I see some beautiful flowers out there. We'll try one more time. You ready? This is my garden. I rake it with care. And then some flower seeds I plant in there. The sun will shine and the rain will fall and my garden will blossom and grow straight and tall. Beautiful gardens out there. Hello, hello. How about we do a rhyme in honor of our friends, the bees? Because I really do love bees and they really do help spread nice things in the garden. Can you make a beehive? You ready? Here is a beehive, but where are the bees? Hidden away where no one sees. Watch as they come out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. Great, let's do one more time. Ready? This is a beehive, but where are the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch and they'll come out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bzzz. Terrific job, everybody. All right, well, that's the end of story time for today. If you picked up a craft kit and you're going to make a pinwheel with us, stick around. I'll show you how to make it. Otherwise, bye-bye. I'll see you next week. Enjoy a beautiful sunny day while you can. Get out there because there'll be rain again. That's what happens in April. April showers bring May flowers. Remember that. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye. Okay, everybody, if you have your craft kit and you're ready, this is the pieces we're going to need for today's pinwheel. There is this little sort of square with curvy lines that you can gently pull away. And then you'll have to poke these out later, but we don't have to do that just yet. You're going to need this little flower. You're going to need this stick, and attached to your stick there should be this part. They're all different colors, so it doesn't matter. This one is green, and it is the part that I'm going to need to hold the pinwheel, to put the pinwheel pieces on. And then there's this little snappy part. Mine is red. Yours might be a different color, but it is needed to hold the pinwheel onto the pinwheel stick. So let's take that part off. Those are taped on. We can just take those off. We don't need them just yet. Okay. This is, you might need a grown-up to help you with this a little bit. We can cut that tape off later if we want to. And slide that off. And I taped them all together so that you wouldn't lose your pieces. Scissors, I have some scissors here. That might be easier for me to just cut those off. Cut the tape. Okay, so now I've got the 2 pieces of the pinwheel mechanism and the straw. And now I'm going to color my pinwheel. I'm going to use markers. You can use whatever you like. Now remember, when we make the pinwheel, we're going to be pulling it in like this. So the bottom parts are going to show too. So you might want to color both top and bottom, okay? And same with your flower, that's going to show too. So let's color them all kinds of fun colors. I think I will color mine. Maybe I'll color, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of sections of it. Maybe I'll color them each a different color. Okay, so now we have it colored on both sides, and I have my little flower part colored. I'm going to bend them in to where, okay, we can poke out the little holes first. Poke out those pieces of paper if it makes it easier for you to see. We're going to take that and gently bend it. We're not going to crease it or anything. We're just going to lean it towards that, and we're going to make sure, this is the part you probably need the grown-up for you. Make sure the middle hole has the long pipe looking piece, and then you're going to start to bring all the other pieces to it. But again, we don't have to put a fold in it, just sort of bend it down to it. And because I colored the back all one color, the middle part will be blue. There we go, like that. And then we're going to put our flower right in the middle. And then we're going to put this part on here like this. I'm going to snap that down until it meets this little neat edge here. Push it down. There we go. That gives it still plenty of room to move around. I can push this up a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take our stick and put it into the back of this spitting mechanism. Okay, so once you've snapped the mechanism into the straw, you are ready to go. And sometimes you have to just put gentle creases in there just a little bit to get it to spin. You try it out, see how it works, and then give it a blow. And you've got yourself a pinwheel. Sometimes they get stuck. And you could probably take it outside and it'll do even better. All right, so enjoy your pinwheel today. And just keep playing with it till it spins the way you like it. All right, see you next week.